This tutorial will walk you through the process of completing your Raffle financial report form. You will need the following information available to complete the form: the fiscal year beginning and ending dates for the information being reported, the Raffle registration ID, which is also your username and begins with an R followed by a series of numbers, the total number of non-exempt raffles conducted during the fiscal year, the date of the raffle drawing, the number of raffle tickets sold, and the cost of each raffle ticket. And then lastly, the financial information related to the raffle drawings or the entire event if you are reporting on a raffle that was part of a larger event. You will find the Raffle financial report form on the Secretary of State's website. Navigate to the Online Filings heading and use the Raffles link to reach the Raffle page. The link to the form is embedded in the second paragraph. Once the form has been completed with signatures, you will need to have it saved as a PDF file on your computer for uploading during the filing process. Let's go ahead and navigate over to the Secretary of State's website, hover over Online Filings, and use the Raffle link. From here, go ahead and select the Annual Raffle Financial Report Form link. The first thing you will provide is the fiscal year beginning and ending dates for the year you are reporting. Next, let us know if this is the initial or an amended filing and if you have had a change to your fiscal year-end date during the year. Next, you will enter the EIN number for the organization. Then you will enter the Raffle registration ID. In this next section on this page, you will provide the organization's legal name, any DBA that may be used, the mailing address, email address, and phone number for the organization, along with a brief description of the organization's charitable purpose. The last question on the first page is the number of non-exempt raffles that were held during the year you are reporting. All organizations that were registered to conduct raffles during the year must complete the Raffle financial report, even if no raffles were held during the year being reported. If there were no raffles held, you should enter a 0 for this question, complete the certification section on page 3, and submit all 3 pages. For organizations that held more than one non-exempt raffle during the year being reported, please complete the information in parts 1 through 6 for each non-exempt raffle conducted during the fiscal year covered by this report. You may attach additional pages as necessary. For example, if your organization conducted 4 raffles during the prior fiscal year, you will need to copy or print 4 copies of pages 2 through 3 of this form and complete parts 1 through 6 for each separate raffle. In part 1 on page 2, you will enter the raffle drawing date, the number of raffle tickets sold, and the cost of each raffle ticket. If you had multiple options for buying tickets, describe them on this line and then indicate if this was a 50-50 raffle. Next, tell us if you are reporting receipts and expenses for a raffle only, or if the raffle was part of an event and you are reporting receipts and expenses for an entire event as allowed per statute. Before we continue, let's review instructions for parts 2 through 5. You will see that there are instructions for lines 6, 7, 10, and 11 on this form that instruct you to pull numbers from other lines that are already completed. If you are completing the report on your computer, those amounts will autofill for you and the totals for lines 4, 8, and 12 will automatically calculate for you. If filling out by hand, you will need to provide amounts and calculate totals using the instructions on each line. Let's review specific line instructions before completing the form. In Part 2, provide the total value of cash and non-cash prizes offered or awarded in the raffle. List the total value of all cash prizes on line 1, the total fair market value of non-cash prizes that were donated to the organization on line 2. List the total value of non-cash prizes purchased by your organization on line 3. And on line 4, provide the total value of all prizes from lines 1 through 3. In Part 3, enter the amount of gross receipts from the raffle on line 5. gross receipts means all funds collected or received from conducting the raffle. Enter the amount from line 1 above on line 6 and line 3 above on line 7. Subtract the amounts on line 6 and 7 from line 5 to calculate the amount of adjusted gross receipts. In Part 4, enter the total amount of expenses or expenditures incurred by your organization in conducting the raffle. Do not include expenditures for raffle prizes in this section. These should be listed under Part 2 and 3 only for this report. In Part 5, list the total amount of net receipts from the raffle. Net receipts means the adjusted gross receipts from the raffle from line 8, less all expenses, charges, fees, and deductions that are authorized by law from line 9. Complete line 12 by subtracting line 11 from line 10. Using your records from the raffle, go ahead and complete the form. In Part 6, complete the certification area. The President and Treasurer must print their name, sign, and date the form for each raffle event being submitted. Once signed, be sure to save your form as a PDF for uploading during the online filing process. A PDF of this completed document will need to be filed with our office either by mail or by navigating back to the raffle page on the Secretary of State's website and using the File Online Today link to log into your online account. From your raffle dashboard, use the Financial Report tab to file the report. If you need further assistance from us on this topic, please email us at charities@sos.sc.gov. Additional tutorials are available on our website using the Online Filings heading and clicking on the Video Tutorials link.